You know, and I was thinking about what I could make for you guys. I said, you know what? What about this, like, chocolate praline tart? And then all of a sudden, my ears went, bing! Yes! And that's what we're gonna have. First thing is, we're gonna have a chocolate crust. Come back to that in a second. Second, we're gonna have pralines. Brown sugar, butter, little bit of condensed milk, white sugar, all in a pot. Gonna bring that up to about 228 degrees because we're like making a candy. At that point, once we get it, we're gonna add pecans and a few chocolate chips. Then, we're gonna just get that mixed in here so that the chocolate melts and the pecans sort of roast, like now. And on a wax paper or aluminum, we're gonna take this candy out and we're gonna spread it. And we're gonna let that cool. Now, this chocolate dough can make this way in advance. I'm using a little spring form, you know, one of those top pans at the bottom comes out. But this is raw. Now what we want to do is we want to cook the crust. So they use this fancy word called blind bake. Basically, oh yeah, they sell marbles and all kinds of stuff. I just use some beans. And we're gonna blind bake it. Just like this here. And you can use these again. See, now this crust, 350, about 15 minutes. Let it cool. Now we got a nice crust. All right, now for the filling. We're gonna take some eggs, sugar, brown sugar. Get it incorporated. Light corn syrup. Some dark corn syrup. You want to talk about unbelievable. Flour. A little rum. A little more rum. Pinch of salt. And what we're going to do is we're going to mix that all up. And then what happens, you take the pralines that they get hard. And then what you do is you just crumble them up like this. And then you use these on the bottom of the filling. Okay? Use them on the bottom of the filling. And then you can just make the kids happy with the rest. Or yourself. We're gonna pour the filling now right over this. And we're gonna bake it in the oven, 350 degrees. About an hour and 15 minutes, 350 degrees, and you gotta let this chocolate praline tart of love for the firemen and women. And when it cools, it's the great thing about having this pan, you see? So now, still got the base on it, but that's okay, because now we need to cut it. Let it set, again, at least a day, 2 days before you can do this. When I'm gonna serve it up, Thanksgiving style, I'm gonna cut a little wedge like this, right on that. Oh. Then, let me have a peek. See the texture of this thing? And then pralines are on the bottom. So, if you want to kick it up another notch, what you could do is just take a little chocolate syrup like this. And you could just kind of do that. Or if you want to kick it up another notch, you just take a little caramel like that. Or just because for the firehouse, you may want to bring it up another notch. We just take a little bit of vanilla bean ice cream and just put a little of that right on there like that. And that's my firehouse dessert.